everybody, it's Kaycee. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be setting up August's budget. We're going to be doing specifically the bill dues right here on this monthly layout page, and then I'll show you what I have already set up right behind these pages. I use this page to track everything that basically all my bills, everything that needs to be paid for the month. That's what I use this for. And I use my bill tracker stickers like these. All of these, this is the neutral version. I also have a colorful version, but we're going to be using this, and then I'm going to be putting my monthly headers up here so it just looks a little bit nicer, and then just a sidebar because I don't use this notes section in this planner. This is a 7x9 Erin Condren notebook, like a monthly planner, I think they call it, something like that. It's not the life planner, it's just the one with the monthly layout and then notes pages behind it, and the dashboard page it includes also. So that's what we're going to be doing with this, and I am going to show you what I have right here. So I already have my August budget stickers in here. I just have to fill it out. Right now it's the end of July. We still have a few days left in July, so I'll be doing this pretty soon. I'm not really changing too much from July, so I'll put my same expenses here. I counted how many I needed. I keep my fixed expenses here, variable expenses here, and then we have my income, my husband's income, and then an other category just in case anything extra comes in throughout the month. So that's what this whole setup is right here. I don't currently use my dashboard page, but I just made some stickers for the dashboard, and I was thinking what might be good for this. Let me show you this first and then I'll tell you. So I have my transaction log right here, and I use 2 pages for that. Almost every month, it's very rare that we only have 1 page of transactions, but every once in a while, like maybe 1 month out of the year we do, we just don't seem to be able to keep it down to 1 page normally. So I put both of these transaction logs. If you want to see this up close, this is August's design. I love this so much. I'm so happy with the lemon theme. It's like making me so happy right now. August is like a weird time for me. I think of the month kind of weird because I always I've been out of school for quite a while now, but I still think of it as like school starting. So it's almost like fall is beginning, but really it's not. It's still really hot in August, especially here in Ohio. We usually tend to have a pretty hot month. So I just thought of the citrus theme, so I use these lemons as the theme. I thought this yellow and green with a little bit of purple thrown in was just was perfect for August for me. So we have the transaction logs here, but I don't use a debt tracker. All we have is our mortgage, and I thought it would be nice if I had somewhere where I could include my how much our balance for our mortgage was. And I don't use my debt tracker stickers, which are available. They're just similar to this. If you have multiple debts, it's very helpful. I also have a debt snowball if you like to do it that way, but I was thinking instead of using that, because then I just feel like it's just one line since it's our mortgage, and I've done it a couple times. I just don't like, I'm like, this would be good for multiple debts, but I didn't like it with just the one. I felt like it was just not worth doing. But I was thinking if I put my dashboard stickers here, I could just keep track of how much we owe on the mortgage, and this would just be nice to look back on. And I would also put how much we have in savings. I do have a savings tracker also. And I keep this planner. I just think it's fun to see like our budget from past years. So I thought that would be nice to see what our mortgage was at certain points of past years and just see how far we've come. So that was my thought. I might use that, and then I have a couple different ideas. So I might start using this dashboard page. And then it'll look kind of nicer too. I use stickers because they keep me like motivated to do my budget. I enjoy doing this every month, so I like setting it up and everything. So if I put stickers here, I might be more motivated to use this, because right now this just doesn't match my stickers or anything, and I just tear it out at the end of every month, So there's that. I went on a little ramble there, I guess, but let's get started putting our August stickers in. I'm going to be doing the headers and then the sidebar. So I do want to say, if you're just getting started budgeting, I would recommend just keeping track of your transactions first. That's what I started with like quite a few years ago when I got into budgeting. I actually didn't use stickers or anything. I just took a planner. I got a planner, and then I just started writing transactions on each day. I know a lot of people like doing that too. So maybe expense stickers. Somebody asked me if I would do those sometimes, and I never put them in my monthly. I didn't put them in my monthly sets yet, but I think I really would like to do that. I need to get on that, I think, so that people who like doing it that way can keep track their expenses if they like more visual than the transaction log that I have. If they'd rather do it on the monthly layout, then I'd have that. I don't know. I was thinking about doing that. But anyway, it's just basically you're tracking your expenses. You put what it is and then the amount, and then you just can add everything up at the end of the month or the end of each week, however you want to do that. And I just think that's like an eye-opener. It was really an eye-opener to me, just seeing how much we spent, because like especially on certain things, like just eating out was a big one, or groceries even. Like you don't think about how much you're actually spending on groceries every month until you actually see the amount, and it kind of can be shocking sometimes. So that's a good motivator too for making a budget. But that's just what I start with. Just start tracking your expenses. You can always go back and like look at all your bank statements and credit cards and stuff if you want to get started and jump right in. But I think the easiest way is just take every day or every couple days or something for 1 month. You don't have to keep up with that every month after you like do it for once, like every single day or anything. But just make sure you're recording every single expense that you have. And then the following month, you can kind of make a budget based on that. You can see what you're actually spending money on, and then total everything. And then if you want to lower some categories, you can try to spend smarter on some of them. Hopefully that makes sense. I just really think tracking expenses are important. And even now, like I said, I use my transaction log now. We track everything that we spend. This isn't really for bills. I don't include that. I include the bills like in the budget right here, but bills are all here because they're what we expect and we know are coming. This is for like we'll put if we go to the grocery store, we'll put the grocery store here, and then the amount. If we get gas, we'll put it here. If we get anything for our pet, if I buy anything for Etsy, I do include that in this also. I don't have a separate budget for Etsy. I have a separate bank account that I use, but anyway, we keep track of everything. Now we're doing paydays. So I want to put these paydays, which I'm trying to find. Here we go. August, we get paid, my husband gets paid on the 4th and the 18th. So that's what we are doing with these paydays. I'm going to put one on the 4th and then one on the 18th. And then I get paid once a month for Etsy. And it's the first Monday of the month, which is the 7th. So I always put it on the 8th because it comes into my bank account the next day. So I'm going to put it here. And there's my paydays, so that's all done. And now we're getting into the bill dues. So I'm just going to start laying these down. I kind of made a cheat sheet or like wrote on these so I knew which date each of them go on. That was easier than me looking back, but I do also have like my monthly bills list up here if I wanted to look back. But I'm just going to do it this way. And I was going to tell everyone, if anyone has any questions, I'm not a financial expert or anything, but I have been doing this for a while, and I can tell you how I do things and how things have helped me. We have had car payments in the past, and I had student loans and everything, so I was in debt previously, but we got out of debt, thankfully, and we only have our mortgage now. So that's really nice now, and just using stickers actually helped me get out of debt. So if anyone has any questions, just let me know, and I'll tell you like how I did it. So it might not work for everyone, but I can tell you what worked for me. So, and this is what I found right now that works for me. So August is actually going to be a pretty big month for us. So I think we're going to be doing a couple, I'm going to, not big trips, but we're going to be going a couple places. We're going to go back to Pittsburgh probably, one of these weekends, and then I'm also going to go down and visit one of my friends for a day down in Columbus, and I may be seeing a couple other people too. So it's going to be a little bit of a busy month, so that'll be nice and exciting. I want to get some things in before I have a lot of friends that are teachers, so I want to we'll get it right before school starts. Get to see everybody, so that'll be nice. So my plan, I am planning on redoing these stickers, and I had an idea. I was trying to figure out what to do, how to kind of not do a total redesign, but do a little bit of an update, I guess, on the design. And so my idea was that I'll still have neutral and colorful stickers, so you can choose whatever you want. Like I said, I like the neutral right now because I'm using the headers, so I felt like all the colorful versions would be a little bit too many colors. I wanted like these colors to be the ones that stood out, so I only use my neutral ones here. But I was thinking for the new stickers, I thought about doing kind of like this, even for the colorful version. Probably not this text, but for the colorful version, the text is like a script right now. I want to change out that script, but just maybe to do another one with that script, or with another type of script, just update it a little bit. But I was thinking, instead of right now I have like a background, like this whole side right here is color behind the icon for that. I was thinking maybe I'd make it look a little bit more clean. So my thoughts were that I would take out the background completely, and then I would have the icon, but the icon would be colored. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and I'd keep this pretty much similar to what it is. I might change and update the icons if I can find some new icons, but I do like the ones that I'm using now, so I'm not sure. But that's kind of been on my mind recently. I just want to update these a little bit. And I want to change the size for the A5s. I know a lot of people use, I think it's the Budget Mom planners, and her A5 size is just slightly smaller than Erin Condren's. So I was thinking about making those just a little bit smaller to make them fit. And I didn't know if I should change these to fit the like 1.5 inch, which would be just slightly smaller in width for these, just to be more universal. But I never had anybody complain about this size, and I know that a lot of like 7x9 planners boxes are a little bigger than the 1.5 inch. So these work well. They fill up the whole box, and I kind of like that. So I might keep the 7x9 and 8.5x11 the way they are. That's kind of the plan right now. But that's what I thought. And I'm gonna start, so I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but I have already started using a Graphtec machine. I bought one without the auto feeder. I bought just a Graphtec machine. It's like a standalone, I think they call it. And it's so much better than the Silhouettes. It's so much more expensive, so I'm glad it's better. And it was a huge learning curve to try to figure out how to use it, but I really like it. It's been working really well. Right now I'm just cutting my monthly stickers mainly on it, because I have to change everything, transfer everything over to a new program, because I use Silhouette Studio for all these and most of my other stickers. So if I want to use it on the Graphtec machine, I have to change everything over to the Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, which I had to buy after I got the Graphtec because I needed that. It was a big investment, but I feel like it was worth it. So I was thinking with my new Bill Do stickers, I'd probably change them over to Illustrator and start printing them on my Graphtec. I thought about doing a little comparison on my Graphtec and Silhouettes, and what, like, the pros and cons of both, basically. So I might try to do that. I feel like I haven't done a lot of videos other than my like Bill Do setups or the sticker releases, so that might be something interesting that I could do. But all right, I don't know if I have my Illustrator. I'm not sure. when my illustrator is due. It's due on the 3rd. Oh, we have so many things on the 3rd. I'm gonna put it on the 4th. So a lot of my bills are due at the beginning of every month. So we're gonna put them all right there, which is kind of nice because then my bank account doesn't go down too much at the end of the month. But we use most of our money at the beginning of the month. But anyway, that is everything. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Let me know what you think of my August stickers. Like I said, I am super excited about this lemon theme. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!